Welcome back everyone. In this video, we'll keep on talking about Excel's amazing new function XLOOKUP. This time, we'll see how to use wildcards with XLOOKUP and how that differs from the soon-to-be outdated VLOOKUP. Let's take, once again, our security database. In the first sheet, we have a list of securities with category and country information collected, as you can see, with XLOOKUP from the security details sheet and the value in $1,000. As a reminder, XLOOKUP only works if you have Excel 365 or Excel 2021. If you have an earlier version of Excel, don't worry. You can still use wildcards, but with VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP. I'll show you how to do it at the end of the video. Let's now assume that in our security database, some securities like Apple do not have the dot at the end. So let's press F2 and delete the dot. Press enter, and as you can see, XLOOKUP now gives us an NA error since we did not specify anything for if not found. And since you can see that in the next sheet, Apple has the dot. Let's assume that you don't know if multiple securities have the dot or not at the end, like all these, for example. Let's remove the dot here, let's remove it here, here. You see some of them actually do not have the dot, like Kraft Heinz. Let's remove it from Verizon and from Moody's, while these ones, well, they still have the dot. To manage this issue, you could use an asterisk wildcard. So we could write, for example, here, XLOOKUP A2, which is Apple, ampersand, quotation marks, asterisk, quotation marks, and press enter. As you can see, nothing happens. We still have an A. And by the way, you can refer to the dedicated wildcard video to understand how wildcards work. Here I assume you know how to use them, and I'll just show you how to use them with XLOOKUP. For XLOOKUP to correctly process the wildcard, we need to specify in the match mode that we're using a wildcard. So let's go back into the formula with F2, and here at the end we add 1 comma, if not found. We don't want to specify anything, so we type another comma, and now we're in match mode. Here, as you can see, we must choose option 2, wildcard charter match 2. Okay. We don't need anything for search mode, so we press enter, and as you can see, we have tech once again. We can double click and all the securities are now fine regardless of the dot. I must say, I don't like to use wildcards with XLOOKUP or VLOOKUP. As a general rule, it would be much better to have the very same values in the two databases, as this means higher data quality. In our case, it would be much better to have the dot in both databases. However, in case you do need to use wildcards to make the two databases match, this is how to do it. Before we conclude, let me show you how to use wildcards with VLOOKUP. I'll use VLOOKUP, but the very same structure applies to HLOOKUP as well. That's right, VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP also work with wildcards, even if there isn't a dedicated match mode. In this case, you have to use exact match for them to work. And let's do it for country. Equal VLOOKUP, lookup value, Apple, ampersand, quotation marks, asterisk, quotation mark, comma, table array. We go to security details with control and page down. We select the whole database, shift control and the down arrow key, F4 to freeze the selection, comma, we're interested in the third column, comma, 0 or false for exact match. Enter, and as you see, we have USA. So in this case, both XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP work in a very similar way, but with XLOOKUP you need to make it explicit you're using a wildcard. And let's double click here. Okay, and now we don't have any error anymore. Okay, this is how to use wildcards with XLOOKUP and with VLOOKUP. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with the newest videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.